Americans for Native Americans works with tribes in the Southwest, and we help provide goods and services so that they can foster self-reliance.
Approximately 26 years ago, the Americans for Native Americans were founded by Connie and Bill Eastburn.
It's a collection of people who want to do something to help people that need it.
There were people dying in the wintertime without blankets to keep them warm. And with that, ANA provides winter clothing, winter coats, scarves, mittens, hats, and that is, I think, the absolute magic of ANA, a small army of volunteers making a big impact for those in the Southwest.
The hunger is what touched my heart. To see hungry children firsthand was pretty moving.
It's hard to believe that this is our country. We're the United States of America, and we have resources beyond belief.
So one of the programs is the Children's Backpack Program. Many children attending school on the reservation are boarded during the week. And when they go home on Friday, many children have no access to food until the following Monday. So they started the backpack program where they will stuff a backpack full of food for kids. It has macaroni and cheese, granola bars, cereal, those sort of things. And for many families, that food feeds their whole family for that weekend while their child is home.
Over the years, we've worked with the Community Pantry, which is in Gallup, New Mexico, and they feed huge numbers of people on the Navajo reservation.
We are easily taking care of over 50,000 people in our community. And without volunteers, we would definitely not be able to give out the product that we do right now.
They help us tremendously so that we can get it out not only to the families, but to the Food for Kids program and to the elderly and the veterans.
We found that it was so important for people to understand the situation by actually being there themselves. And so we created trips to go out there.
I worked really hard doing potatoes. There was a bin that had 2,000 pounds of potatoes. And that is a lot of potatoes. And they were part of their baskets that people come and pick up 4 days a week and take home.
We gave a couple crates to a man in a truck, and he didn't know what potatoes were. And he asked, well, how can I eat these? How can I cook these? And it was just sad.
It is truly a humbling experience. It changes your perspective of how you look at the world.
The nursing program is part of a much larger picture for what ANA is trying to achieve.
There's a real need for nurses who are educated and trained and ready to serve.
We bring Native American nursing students out to the East Coast for a week to give them a clinical experience in facilities that offer much of what they don't get to see out there. Heart centers, high acuity intensive care units, and everything under one roof. They're just amazed at what they can find here as a nursing experience.
That's what you want to see. You want to empower people in their situations so they can improve it.
We go out there and we do health screenings, and we do all the basic things that a school nurse would do. So we will screen them for vision deficiencies, hearing deficiencies, color blindness.
We had one little boy 2 years ago that was having a hearing problem, and he was able to get a cochlear implant, and now he can hear. He can't, and when they went back this year, he was just so excited to show off that he could hear, and it was just, big hugs and smiles, and I think that made it very rewarding for the nurses.
The other area that ANA has is the veterinarian program.
There are no services available on the reservations, so their animals don't have veterinary care. It's not just the pets that we take care of, but we take care of cattle, sheep, horses, goats, llamas. And because of our services, these animals are much healthier. And when they go to market, the natives receive much more compensation. We have people from all over the country participating, and we want to continue that.
There are no salaries that are paid. All of the money goes directly into the programs that we support.
The Navajo speak of walking in beauty, and that's very connected to the land that they're living on, the most stark and beautiful land you will ever see. I understand why these people don't want to leave. Their families are rooted here, their spirituality is rooted here. They would lose part of themselves, they would lose part of who they are, which is why we need to figure out what they need to succeed in that area.
The very important approach that ANA took is to ask, what do you need from us? Because so often many other solutions were forced upon them, and this really was, I think, enabled ANA to build a level of trust and confidence with the people of the Southwest.
You think, well, geez, I can't really make an impact. How can, $5 help anybody? It barely buys a cup of coffee and a donut here in the Northeast, and well, in the Southwest, it can feed a child for a weekend, and it's a very big deal, because a lot of children won't even have dinner on a Thursday night. There's a designated night that they'll have dinner, and it's not Thursday, it's Tuesday, and and then let alone you go to the weekend.
And it's really what life is all about. It's doing for other people in any way that you can. If you see somebody in need, help them. If you have the means to do that, then do it. And that's what I love about this program. It's transformational.
And you get letters and cards, and they are so thankful and grateful.
I want to extend my thank yous. My thank you for Americans for Native Americans for reaching out to my people thousands and thousands of miles away here in New Mexico. Just a heartfelt thank you for all that they have done.
That's, I think, one of the things that I like the most about ANA is, we can provide food, we can provide clothing, we can provide, health screenings and all of these things, but it all comes down to your donations are going toward something that's much bigger than just, a basket of food or a basket of clothing. You're providing hope. And it will make a difference.